Good morning, boys and girls, and it's time for our story. But first I want to know, do any of you know what these are? Yeah, these are wedding rings. People who are married often wear rings on their fingers to remind them of the promises they've made to each other. Promises to love each other, to take care of each other, and to stay together no matter what. The promises that married people make to each other, they're a kind of covenant. A covenant is an agreement between people. But it's a really serious agreement. It's not as simple as, I'll trade you my rainbow goldfish for your teddygrams. That's an agreement, but it's not one that lasts a long time. A covenant is an agreement that lasts and lasts and lasts. Sometimes both people have a job to do. Like married people each say, I'll take care of you and stick by you no matter what. Other times it's an agreement where only one person makes a promise. Like when a parent adopts a child. The child doesn't have to do anything. The parent is promising to love that child and be a family with him forever. This season we're going to hear stories about covenants that God has made with God's people throughout the Bible. And you know what we're going to see? We'll see that God is always faithful and God always keeps God's promises. So today we're going to start by talking about a man named Noah. Do you know the story of Noah? Once upon a time, there was going to be a great big flood over the whole world. The whole world was going to be flooded, and God saw that Noah and his family were good, loving people. And God wanted to make sure that they would be safe. So God said, Noah, you need to build a big boat called an ark. It will be hard work, but it'll be worth it. I'll give you directions for how to build it, and I want you to take 2 of every animal on the ark with you. I will help you all get through this flood. So Noah did what God said. He built the ark, and he and his family got inside with all the animals. And then it rained for 40 long days and nights. They thought they would go crazy on that ark with all those loud, smelly animals. Can you imagine being stuck inside for that long? But God got them through it. And eventually the sun came out and dried up all the rain. And they were able to come out of the ark safe and healthy. And then God said, Noah, I want to make a special promise to you and to all people and all animals in the world. I promise that I will never again let there be a flood that will cover the whole world. And as a sign of my promise, I'm going to put a rainbow in the sky. When we look at the rainbow, we can all remember my promise. And you know what? Thousands and thousands of years have gone by since this covenant, and there has never been a flood that covered the whole world. Because God is faithful. That means God always keeps God's promises. People might make mistakes. People might sometimes forget their promises or break their promises. But God is a promise keeper, always and forever. So the next time you see a rainbow in the sky, remember God's covenant with Noah and you and me and all the animals in the whole world. God wants to bless our world and take care of us no matter what. Thanks be to God.